What's up, guys? It's your favorite math teacher here, and today we're talking about the different sets of numbers. So numbers can be broken down into different categories, just like anything else, right? And so everything falls under real numbers because they're real, they exist. And so real numbers is comprised of two categories, are rational numbers. All rational numbers are real numbers, as well as irrational numbers. And I will speak more on irrational numbers in a separate video, so go watch that. So I'm going to focus on these rational numbers. Rational is kind of the top category that includes everything, right? Think about how you could be like pizza, right? And you could break down pizza and be like, well, there's different pizza places, right? I could go to Papa John's, I could go to Domino's, Little Caesars, Long Wong's, wherever. And then if I go there, I could get different types of pizza, right? I could get a pepperoni pizza, supreme pizza. There's all these different categories, and it gets more specific as you go, and that's how this works. So rational numbers has the word ratio in it. And so all rational numbers can be written as a fraction, right? So in rational numbers, you will see fractions, right? So I'm going to put an example of a fraction. 3/4 is a fraction. You will also see decimals, because decimals can be written as a fraction. Likewise, you're just going to have your regular run-of-the-mill regular numbers, right? So maybe like 7, right? You could write 7 as a fraction as 7/1. Same as 0. You could write 0 as 0/1. And then lastly, you could also have negative numbers. So if I have -3, that could be -3/1. So rational numbers includes everything. It's got decimals, it's got fractions, it's got whole numbers, it's got 0, it's got negatives. And so then you move into integers. And here's the thing, all integers are rational numbers because rational numbers is the biggest category. But not all rational numbers are integers. So integers, you may remember integers from 7th grade, it includes your negative numbers. So like -3 is a integer because it's a negative number. It also includes 0. And it also includes just positive numbers. So integers, it needs to have no fraction, no decimal in there. It's just positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0. So that's why all integers are rational numbers, but not all rational numbers are integers. Below that, you have whole numbers, right? So all whole numbers are integers. And so whole numbers is the same as integers, you just don't have negatives. So it's going to have things like 0 in there, and it's going to have all of your positive numbers. So that's why, right, any whole number would fit under integers or rational, but it's not going to go the other way because whole numbers don't include fractions, don't include decimals, and they don't include negatives. And then the most specific, you may see two different names, and that is counting or natural numbers. So think of counting. When you start counting, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do not include 0. So counting numbers is just positive whole numbers, like natural numbers. When things exist in nature, right, you see 1 tree over there. You see 7 stray cats. 5 cars, whatever it is. You don't see 0 of something. If you see 0 of something, it doesn't exist. And so here are your number sets, and you'll see again, everything falls under this category of rational numbers, and then it gets more specific as you go down.